Sit up if you would like on a support. Sukhasana, sweet pose. So the releasing from the hips helps the knees move towards the earth and the inner feet to start to turn up towards the sky, like a lotus flower. Invitation for stillness. Let your hands rest on your legs. Your nervous system will register the support of your arms, the groundedness of your folded legs seated pose. Don't change anything yet other than just asking yourself to be still. We are training ourselves to move the mind to follow the breath, so you might already do that naturally. Just start to touch base with it, check in, say hello. Check in with your nose. Close your mouth lightly and breathe in deeply through your nose. Sit up tall. Also exhale through the nose. So around the epiglottis, just right at the base of your chin, back there, and is where you can constrict your throat to make that breath sound. I like to try that a few times. Like a swirling sound. Much gentler than Darth Vader sound, not Darth Vader, just gentle swirling. Notice the inhale and exhale have their own sounds. Just resting your mind upon the breath. Creating evenness. So we feel balanced by your breathing practice. Next time you breathe out, feel a natural squeeze down in your roots. The root of your torso will contract as you squeeze out your exhale, and then the low belly also draws in. Breathe in again, try to hold that tone down there. Breathe out, reinforce it. So we're just trying to awaken a little energetic lift of the pelvic floor and the low belly. One more time, try to keep a little stillness. Sometimes the hand can help, just create awareness by touch. Exhale to emptiness. So there's a natural contraction that we can start to work with Mula Bandha. And then sweep your hands down towards the earth. Just think of gathering into roots. And then draw up your center line towards the sky. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, hands together down the center line, forward fold to the knees or to the floor, just to gently awaken your back body. Let your mind and heart have a little connection time here. Just be present with what is, compassionate with yourself. And there's space for anything you would like to dedicate or intend. And rise up, breathe in. And release your hands down. Notice your foundation. You can ground your hands down into your legs for a moment to feel that foundation. Navel towards the spine. Sit up tall, breathe in. Breathe out, grab your bow and go back for a twist. So we use our core strength here. Squeeze your hands into fists and pull your hands away from each other. Like you're stretching a bow. Creating tension. Next time you breathe out, release into easy twist. Hands down. Look back a little more with the support of your arms. Breathe steadily. Turn your head to look over your shoulder on the other side. Take 2 more breaths. Staying aware of the looking back as you turn your head the other way. And next time you breathe out, return to center. Stillness, pause. Low belly tone, so we protect the spine with that strength awareness. Sit up tall, breathing in, lots of space in the spine. Breathing out, bow twist. So we're intentionally creating action in the arms, which will lead to action in the chest and the back. You might feel a little heat start to rise. One more breath in this shape. Let your exhale relax that tension. Let it go like you're letting go of the arrow. Land into your easy twist and look back. It's okay to rest into your back hand a little bit here. Just create positive sensation in your poses. The sense of working deeply, but with lots of respect for where the boundaries are. One more breath looking this way. And then just turning your head. Just the right amount for your body. So you might notice some tension around your neck and just breathe into that. Keep it respectful and gentle. We have a chance to observe our bodies in practice. Keeps us present. And release. Heart lifting pose, fingers face forward as you take your hands back and bend your elbows. Press your hands to the earth and spiral them outward. So they're not going to move, they're just energetically going to spin outward. Feel that spread across your chest and your heart. Take another deep breath, gazing downward. And then release up your legs into boat pose. You can take your hands if you need them. Go side to side. It's okay if your knees bend. So don't strain your low back, side to side, all the way down. Infinity pose, crossing your right ankle above your left. And here the feet hook together, they're active feet, flexed. Both hands come up to the side and we just roll to the side of your leg as much as it feels good. Lift out of your shoulders so you can adjust where your hands are. Hold steady. The default gaze in the practice is the nose. Notice how your eyes work. Gentle, centered gaze. And release to the other side. Leg cross, active feet hook together. Arms spread, hands spread, arms lean, and then roll to the side of your leg. Add the looking back. A little Mula Bandha energy to support the pose from the center of your body. One more breath. And then let it go to center. And back to bridge pose early in practice. So learning to lie down with your legs straight, round your spine, tuck your chin, and keep reaching forward with your arms to help you slow down. Ground your feet, and eventually gravity will bring you down and your head can come safely to the earth. Pull in your feet, pick up your hips and reset your spine, easing it down. Take your elbows out to your sides, hands overhead. Just rest your arms open. Take a few deep breaths. Focus on your ribcage expansion as you breathe in. And contraction towards the center as you breathe out. At the end of the exhale, feel a little squeeze at the mula, the pelvic floor, the low belly tones. And then inhale, arms down by your sides, kick up into bridge for a hold. So take a moment to get up here. We'll stay maybe 8 to 10 breaths. Centered on the back of the skull. I love the grounding into the upper back that this pose provides. It helps get us out of that rounded forward spine. And it's really important hip strength. So just let your feet be open, gently press into the earth. and a little bit of squeezing in the legs and glutes. Not much, just a little bit. Let the muscles work together. Breathe steadily. 5. When we first work with the bandhas, it's more of an idea, just like an idea of some energy, of connecting with those places in the body. Just like the breathing practice, we take it very slowly, let it develop over time. One more breath. And bringing your spine back down. Feel your pelvis land. And then bringing your knees in a way that feels good for your body. This is my favorite lately, is hugging behind the knees and letting the hands come together, just resting. You could have a more movement-based or a still hold for a little bit. Letting the low back spread. Remember that you can do knees towards the chest anytime. Take one more breath. And then take your hands to your shins, rocking up. So we bring the legs towards us first to get a little momentum, and then throw your feet away from you and rock up. Cross your ankles and come through with your legs. Come into kneeling position, adding the support of a cushion if you need it. Just gonna warm up here. Standing on your knees, close your eyes and press the tops of your feet. Just trying to teach that action. And then spin your wrists a few times. Just easy figure eights, infinities. And then take your arms forward, draw your shoulders back into your body. Think about downward facing dog, that spiraling outward action in the hands. And then come on down to the earth. So we have the nice open shoulders. Tabletop. Let's start with 5 breaths in cat spine, and that is where we drop the head and tail down. Strong uplift in the navel, and breathe steadily. So you create the sensations, the depth of the pose. And don't hold back, especially in this season of growth. One more breath in your flexed spine, releasing tension that way. And then cow spine is a much less dramatic movement. It's stillness in the low back with the navel towards the spine, a little heart forward, and a nose gaze. Thinking about how cows have those really straight backs. But we have a little bit of a heart lift. Gaze at your nose lightly. One more breath. Tuck under your toes and go back to quarter dog. So we'll release from the hands here as they come forward. We'll take any work out of the hands. Just let them spread open. Rest your head all the way down. Don't do anything painful to your toes. If you need to reset your toes, you can always do that. Or have them not tucked. Especially because you're going to walk both arms out to the right side for a hold and releasing along that lateral body. Head just follows along and relaxes as much as it can. Maybe you can walk out a little bit more for the last 2 breaths. Maybe you're already there. Last one. Come up for a moment, release your toes, inhale cow spine. And then other side, quarter dog with the latissimus release coming out. So as soon as you step that arm, you might feel all the way down to your waist and further. Relax your head down. We're still warming up our bodies and also just more and more dropping into the practice, being patient. If you have running thoughts, it's a natural thing. Bringing your mind to your breath gently again and again. Maybe walk out a little more for the last 2 breaths if there's space. One more breath out. And release back to center and down to your forearms. Hands flat, especially if your shoulders are tight, or together if you'd like. Stay on your knees or pop up to the balls of your feet. Feels good to stretch out the legs after the quarter dog holds. Press the arms into the earth. Here, the bandhas will support the core. So try to hug your navel towards your spine. One more deep breath, that's all. And release out to your belly. The legs release and stretch out and down each leg. Hands slide in by your chest, Cobra Pose, lift up. Lightly press the hands. Gather the mula energy at the pelvic floor, lifting that in and up. And just notice what happens when you bring your awareness there. One more breath, gently squeezing at the glutes so we create some strength to support the back bend. And release down. Press your hands forward and down to come up and into your first downward dog of the day, possibly. Taking time, say hello, make your refinements. At least to start with looking at your hands and then letting your head drop down, hanging down head. Look back between your legs. If you need to bend your knees, that is just fine. We're working on spinal length in this pose. Third breath out. Exhale for 4. Take one more slow, deep breath. Use inhale to come forward into the hands and then step forward. Keep breathing in. Breathe out when you're ready. Fold forward. First one, explore, carefully release. Take your hands to your waist. Bend your knees a little bit and press your feet. So you use your legs to stand up and the hands up your center helps you remember to use your core as well. Taking a moment to arrive on your feet in Tadasana, where we compose ourselves, aligned and relaxed, hands and arms gently gathering into the sides, calms your nervous system, like you're giving yourself a hug. And a little attitude of readiness, welcoming the return of the light with our sun salutations, reaching up, breathing in. Slowly breathe out, transition to forward fold. As much bend as you need. Wherever your hands land is fine. Half lift, third position, like cow spine. Exhale, right leg back only. High lunge. You may use blocks if you like. Just take a little time to get used to this idea in your body and then hold steady. So if your hands are, if it's too low, you can use your fists instead of your open hands, just to mix it up or give yourself that little bit more space. Notice how your body will relax into the shape. One more breath out. Bring your back knee down and take your leg back. Upward dog, we spread open the hands. Bring the arms straight over the wrists. Ease your belly forward, use your legs. Lift, spread your collarbones. And then go back to table and into down dog or quarter dog, depending on your energy today. Downward dog uses our whole body, uses the arms and legs to lengthen the spine, trains the uplift in the low belly. It's an opportunity to breathe deeply. Notice your inverted head. Nice blood flow into the brain. Breathing out one more time. Breathe in, step forward into half lift. Exhale to forward fold. I'll do the other lunge on the other side in a minute. And inhale to stand up. Exhale, float down your arms into your sides, pausing, mounting for a breath. Inhale, sun, reaching up. Exhale, earth. Inhale, horizon. Exhale, left leg back, high lunge, other side. Moment to come in. Needs to get the flesh of your torso inside your bent knee a bit. Patience. Anytime the legs are spread apart from each other, it's nice to add the Mulabandha energy. So close your eyes and just try to be aware, supporting yourself from your subtle core. Breath out. Knee down behind, leg back. Upward dog. So give yourself plenty of room between your hands and knees so you have room for your spine. As you come into the upward dog shape, roll the shoulders back, breathing in. Breathe out, flip your feet, pike up your hips, and rest back into the down dog shape. Listing slightly to the right, listing slightly to the left. Once more each way. And coming to center. In our human play bow, downward dog, one more breath out. Another way to come forward is to bend your knees and pull your hips back so you can spring yourself forward with the strength of your legs. Spring the legs straight, step forward, half lift. Fold forward. Relax into forward fold. Use your feet, bend your knees, stand up with strength in the legs. Reach. Exhale, float down your arms, free breath. Elephant pose with our feet hip distance. Sink down towards an imaginary chair. Reach really back with your hips. Press your hands and elbows together and rest your third eye on your thumbs. Nice open feet. Go as low as you can. 3 more breaths. Once more. Inhale, press your feet and stand. Forward folding. Tip your pelvis forward. Let your knees bend. Just guide yourself into that shape. Now a stretch across the back of the hips that we just were strengthening. Count your elbows today. Hang down the center line. Shoulders hang out of the body in this one. Let your feet spread. And go over towards the right side, just creating a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a turning towards the right foot. And relax as much as you can. The fingers touching the arms. Feel that stretch along the lateral body. Let's go over to the other side. Switch the hold of your elbows. Go to the other side for about 4. It's okay if you have reactions to poses, if they bring stuff up. Yoga accepts us as complete beings. Back to center, hands to waist. Press your feet, stand up. Elbows high, palms at the heart center. Pranavasana. And at this point, you might start to feel just empowered in your body in the practice. Just have a moment for that, the joy of feeling strong and open, moving, breathing. And come out to triangle pose to your right side. Turn the back of your mat with your right foot. Angle your other foot, reach out your arms, breathe in. Awareness at your belly center as you come over and down. This is definitely a belly center chakra pose. Radiate from your center. Maybe add a little bit of mula energy here. The muscles of the legs are firm around the bones. One more breath out. Navel towards the spine as you come up, so that protects your low back as you come out. Keeps it strong and open. Over to the other side when you are ready. Come on in. Reaching up and down. Long spine and neck. Eyes up. Fourth breath, firm the muscles in the legs. Exhale, navel to the spine on the exhale. Inhale, come up, aware of the center. Let's move right into Warrior B by adding a knee bend on the front leg. A little more space between your feet. Arms reach front and back. Head turns to look up the front fingertips. Breathe out once more. Then lean and reach into extended side angle pose. Come to the floor if you like. In or out of the foot is fine. And here, taking care not to constrain the neck by shoulders down off the ears. And then reach. And it's okay just to reach your eyes. You don't have to reach your whole face. The drishti, the focus, is really a brain thing. Steady brain, steady eyes. One more time, breathe out. We need nice inhale energy to come out of this shape. And go back to the other side for those two. Warrior B, knee over ankle, hips to the side, arms reach front and back. Turn your head and float your arms. It's a nice heart opening pose. If you want to meditate on where you feel the energy in your body and the poses. Take one more breath. Exhale. Come over into side angle pose. Just change the upper body. The lower body stays the same. Shoulder off the ear. Press your back foot. This one remains a determined pose after years and years of practice. Feel some heat, some tapas. One more breath. Inhale energy, straighten your knee, come on up, and turn to wide parallel feet. Breathe in, reach out your arms. Breathe out, come back with your arms, and then interlace your fingers, drawing down on your hands. Exhale, navel towards the spine, and then forward fold. To your own degree. So keep your knees bent. You do a little heel toe adjusting if you like, and then take your arms away from your body if it feels okay. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Try to find a place that you can hold steady. The palms are separate, just have the fingers hooked. Gratitude for your legs and feet. One more breath. Let your hands be a weight that helps pull you up. Pull your hands towards the earth and lift your chin. Release out. Stepping forward. Revolving to the triangle pose with the right leg back. Just take a moment to find your foundation for any twist. Reach your right arm with some energy. And forward fold. Breathe out. Ground your hand somewhere. And then open your other arm anywhere in this range. The low belly is toned to the spine. Just one more breath. Give it some energy on the inhale. Exhale begins and then untwist. Change to the other side at the back of your mat. Rise up. Turn all the way around. Reach up your left arm, breathe in, and breathe out. Come into your fold, and breathe in, open to your twist. Your practice, let your poses serve you. Practice in a positive way. Give it one more breath. Exhale, unwind. And inhale, stand up. Warrior A, so stay facing the back of your mat. Add your knee bend and some more space between your feet. Shoulders down, empty coat sleeves. Then arms go up with the shoulders off the ears. Hands rest together, eyes up. Feel your feet. Look at your thumbs. Feeling strong and open-hearted. Breathe in one more time. Breathe out. Changing sides. Keep your eyes on your thumbs if you can. If you need to look down, look down. Take some practice. And counting 5. Good. Last breath. Release your arms and work your way out of that stance. Standing on one foot for Shiva's dance. It's fine to keep your toes on the floor, so just let your right leg come forward, activate your toe down first. Find a steady spot for your eyes out in front of you, 4 to 6 feet. Float up that knee if that works. Float up your arms. Dance your fingers, just let them be free and expressive, and then we'll twist towards your bent knee side for 5. So keep twisting as much as it feels good. Try again if you come down. Just one more breath. Concentrate and release to center. Have your concentration 100% and with determination. Tell yourself you can do it. Toes can refer to the floor as needed. Lift up, arms float, and twist other side for 1, 2. So you can change your gaze, obviously. 1 more breath. So keep trying all the way to the end, and then release. Interlace, breathe in, reach up, and release your hands, forward fold, all the way in for you. Half lift last time. Exhale, take the hands back. Bend your knees, bring them down, and hug your elbows in and dip down 5 times. So bend your elbows and press the arms straight. Second one, just as low as it feels that you can come back up. 4 and 5. Going back to wide child's pose with some cushioning if you would like to add a blanket. Go to my magic prop closet. Wide knees, child's pose, maybe even sideways on your mat. And you sink back towards your heels to any degree. Come to the center first. Get yourself into a yin mode. Just stop engaging anything. Just breathe and be still, relaxing your muscles. Stimulating the kidney meridian, the master. You can rest your head all the way down. Breathe out, adding a rotation, and that will bring the liver energy in as well. So stay in, stay relaxed, threading needle, taking the left arm through, carefully coming down. I like to put my other hand under my head for some support. You can take care of your body, let it be comfortable and friendly. You can come out at any time. Just be very still, except for the breath. Relaxing, even the bandhas here are released, which is an important thing to be able to do, to be able to really relax all of those muscles. Let it go. Make a gentle transition to the other side with the revolution. Palm faces up on that hand going through. Support your head. Relax everything. And just a little bit longer. Feel some compression in your legs and hips. And release your breath. Gently come out and come out to your belly, letting your legs straighten out, let them go wide, let them relax as you ground your pelvis. Second chakra pose at the sacrum, grounding the front body into the earth. And let's do the legs together. Let's reactivate. So draw your legs together, point your toes, hands into those fists, lift your chest. Inhale, reach your arms, release your hands. Exhale, pull and squeeze your shoulder blades 5 times. So you should feel some work in the glutes, around the hips, the low back, creating a little gentle strength here as you pull down. One more time. Activate, pull, heat, and then soft. Relax. And come to half frog pose, starting the right leg up on the floor alongside you. Adding cushioning if you need it. Let your head relax on your arms or the floor, and you can angle your torso towards your bent knee side if that brings something nice to your pose. And go yin, go soft. Rest in stillness. Plenty of time, plenty of space. Still listening for the breath. That very slight narrowing of the throat at the epiglottis. Perhaps swallowing to feel your epiglottis. Stretch another breath through your nose on this side. So just be like you're saying goodbye for now. Let go slowly, slide your leg down. Return to center with everything. Taking the other side, slide your leg up on the floor alongside you. Add your angling, your side movement if you like with your torso. So like you're bringing your elbow towards your knee a bit. Rest your head. Everything soft. Toes and feet relaxing. Face restful. There's a technique of doing a light resting half smile. Just bringing a peacefulness to your face, relaxing the muscles. A little bit longer. And let the releasing be mindful and slow. Gently gather your legs together. And transition to seated. Upward dog if you like, and down dog, or just come through and sit down. No judgment from me. Come through, sit down, Ardha Matsyendrasana. We do this one regularly, the folded knee to the front, other foot coming across, sitting tall. So now we're going to reactivate. Just think about coming back into our yang mode. Exhale, navel towards the spine. And then breathe in, sit tall. Breathe out, twisting and stretching out your hips. So take care of your hip with your arm here, either drawing in or releasing out. You can wrap around the root of your big toe with your hand, or just take it to the floor and look back. 8 breaths. And last one. Release your twist. Pick up your top leg and take it out. Bhujangashirsasana. So it's right along the other foot. And this pose can be done as a twisting pose. So in order to face our straight leg, we do a little bit of a twist. Sit tall, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Catch your leg, foot or floor. So you can use that to draw yourself forward. Exhale, navel towards the spine. So we do want to have our core engaged as we stretch the low back. Forward folds bring calm energy to the mind. Firming the muscles around the bones on your straight leg. And take one more slow breath. Really take your time with it. Maybe lift up slightly on your inhale. Exhale, go back and finish. Feel complete with where you are. Inhale energy, come up, changing sides. A little sacrum balance. And then spin yourself into the half lord of the fishes, second side. Sitting tall, breathe in. Breathe out, navel towards the spine. So close your eyes so you can really focus on that area. Keep that toning as you twist. Have a moment to refine your pose so you are in a good space. Abiding resolutely in a good space with asana. Each pose becomes our home, where our awareness resides. Exhale for 5, 3 more breaths. And 1 more. Release your twist. Pick up your top leg and take it out alongside the other foot. Activate your legs, so your toes and feet, the ball of your foot reaches out and activates your foot and leg. A little twist to face the straight leg and then forward fold, mindful of Uddiyana Bandha. Let the breath gently find space as you bring your head towards your knee in knee head pose, Janu Shirsvasana. And 8, or 5, sorry. Inhale, come on up, not to worry. And let's come to our backs. Try again with the straight legs lie down. Pull in your heels, pull in your knees, and take both knees over to the right side. So you can adjust if you want to do a different lying down twist. Bring the knees over in an easy way. Turn your head the other direction. Taking your right hand on top of your legs to encourage that foundation. And then the other direction is our twist movement. And then let this soften once you're there. Just relax into the earth. Bringing gentle energy into the body with twists. And take another breath. Exhale, stay. Just feel yourself sink into the earth. And just breathe naturally as you come on out, gently releasing and taking the second side. Bringing the legs over, looking away, and relax. Little gentle, low belly. Really let your head and your neck be part of this movement, this turning. Last breath, take your time with it. Check in with your innate ability to breathe deeply. Release back to center. A little inversion time and then rest. So if you have a sofa or chair or bed, you might try resting with your legs bent on that surface, and you can stay for your rest if you would like to try that today. And this completely unloads the hips and the low back. It's a nice position to know about. Choose legs up in the air or a little shoulder stand. If you want longer rest, you could go ahead and come into resting pose. Stay present as we come into our finishing practices. Finishing up your legs in the air or any inversion. If you'd like to stay, if you're comfortable with the support under the legs, or just come to your Shavasana, stretching out, supporting yourself with props and coverings. Let your arms and legs release any tension, any muscles. So Shavasana is a yin pose, yin yoga. Let go. Let your hips release all the way down to your toes. Release, open. Shoulders draw down towards the earth, so you ask the shoulders to ground because they might naturally stay up. Ground your shoulders and let them open all the way down to your fingers. Take a breath with that. Awareness up to your face, letting the face soften and rest. Maybe that just hint of a light smile to bring peace. The lips separate, the teeth separate in a way that is relaxing. Sometimes I'll rest my top front teeth on my lower lip a little bit just to support that, to rest the jaw. Just let your jaw rest. There's the breath, so close to the mind. Gently letting it support you here. Let the space between your ears relax. Resting in the bliss of the practice. This is a crown chakra pose. Conscious resting. Receive rest. Bringing a little bit of awareness to our 7 energy centers of the chakras, the root chakra, where the mula, the word mula is shared with the bandha and the chakra. Muladhara chakra, grounding with the breath. Move awareness to your sacrum behind you, creating energy. Take a breath. Navel center, manifesting energy. Take a breath. Traveling up the center line of the body to the heart center. Feel your heart center with your eyes closed and breathe into loving. up to the throat. Swallow so you have a sense of that place. Take a breath into that sharing center. And awakening at the center of the eyebrows, awakening to clearer awareness. And back to the crown, being in bliss. Take another breath. And inhale deeply, drawing up the central line of the body with your awareness, just tracing through all those energy centers again. And exhale, travel back down. Releasing your stillness and making your way to your seated pose. Take a little time for that transition. Transitions are important. The intention of bringing the benefits of your practice with you as you come circling all the way back to seated pose. Exhale gently, tone your navel towards your spine to support your back. And take your dominant hand into Vishna's Mudra. If you like, with your first two fingers can rest on your third eye center. And then the other hand, the rest of the hand comes on either side of your nose. So we'll breathe in from the right, very soft with your fingers. Breathe out to the left. Twice more right to left. Rest your other hand, or if you'd like to take the Dhyana Mudra, thumb and index finger. Completing that side, then left side to right side 3 times. Letting the energy flow freely. Bring balance. When your exhale completes, let your hand come away and breathe 3 times through both sides of your nose. Just a simple 3-breath meditation. Observing the benefits of the practice and the breathing. When that's complete, rest your hands into each other again. Come back to your heart and mind time, whatever you planted. Perhaps adding gratitude, love, whatever you would like to send out. Receive some of that gratitude first and then share it. And the asana practice leads us to a meditative practice. So if you have time for a little meditation practice, now you're prepared nicely for it. And remembering that meditation can just be a few mindful breaths. Thank you so much. Namaste.